Hey gang! Welcome to another live stream of Coldharbor. We are picking up right where we left off last live stream when I did my COVID-19 charity live stream. I thought, you know, why not keep at it, and I can pull some information or the recordings from that to be able to create like smaller compact zone stories. So yeah, I always say this, I was gonna get started early today. And then something happened. I had like audio issues, da, 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 da. But it all looks a-okay now. I think I'm going to keep with the regular music for Elder Scrolls instead of playing something like from Spotify. And yeah, and then we're going to work on the Lights of Meridia today, which is it's not technically part of the main quest, but so if you watched my last stream, the groundskeeper who is takes care of the Hollow City said that yes, you are a-okay to go and fight Molag Bal now, but you would do better if you went and found more help. And by that, she means to go and fight the Lights of Meridia. And also, we help save other Fighters Guild and Mages Guild members. So I'm going to continue on with that, and then we'll circle back when I'm done with that and do the finishing part of the main quest. There's like 4, and they don't take too long, but I might spend the whole stream today working on them. We'll just have to see how it goes. So, yes, man, happy Friday. I got out and I mowed my yard today. It really needed it. My kitty is Nola. She's digging around in a bag for some reason. Hang on, I'll just kick her out. Just a sec. She is a cutie pie, but man, she gets into a lot of trouble. She's like one of those kinds of cats that, like, if you're working on something, like painting a room or something like that, she'll be like, oh, what are you doing? I'm gonna try to trip you and kill you. So yeah. Alright. So, some of the locations for the quests. So she doesn't tell you where you need to go to do these quests. She's just like, go find the Lights of Meridia. And so yeah, so she did say there was a vial laboratory, which is right here, because I looked it up and I've played this quest before. There's something right here. This is one of them, the Tower of Lies. And then there's one more, I think. It might be up here somewhere. But I thought, well, let's go ahead and go and do... I don't know, let's do this one. It looks interesting. It looks like, what, like a village or something? So let's go do that. Alright, and I am almost to level 50. I'm like halfway there. 49 and a half. So... Oh, I hope everybody's week is going well. Let's see. I'll be heading south. Yeah, I was taking pictures, so I was like wandering around this whole place. Yeah, so I released the video about the groundskeeper and the Hollow City. Oh no, I need to go... No? Can I get that? Can I get over there from here? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if you can go through this way yet. Let's check. So yeah, published the video for the Groundskeeper and the Hollow City, just like the introductory quest to this zone, yesterday, I believe. I'll have an episode for, ooh, this looks cool. What is this? Ooh, it's jumpy. It's lagging just a little bit. Oh yeah, I'll have a Skyrim video for this weekend for the Dragonborn DLC.
This one and his beloved mate sought shelter, but there was none to be found. Urnabi, she didn't make it. Now I lack the will to go on. Our children will grow up without parents. They will be poor and destitute, and probably die young and alone.
How did you end up here?
This one and his mate. We lost our way one night. We followed a light in the forest and wound up in this depressing place. We took shelter in a cave to the northeast, but that didn't work out so well. Especially not for poor Nabi.
What happened in the cave?
We were attacked by Nilokilo and his monsters as soon as we set foot in the cave. This one and poor Nabi fought our way out and eventually escaped into the wastes.
But then, how did Urnabi die?
This one's beloved Urnabi was wounded in the escape. She died before we could reach safety and find a healer.
Oh.
This one's claws will never be sharp again.
Man, that sucks. I'm not sure what else to say. It sucks. So that's what he's talking about. The Cave of Trophy. It's a delve. Oh, they made it quite a ways. I wonder where he came from originally. Let's see, we're heading south. Or no, I said I was gonna go here, not the, well, shoot. You guys are probably like, what is she doing? She's like going completely the wrong way. For some reason I thought I was going to the Bile Laboratory. Yeah, so for next week, I'm hoping to play Ni no Kuni for the live stream. Oh, it's jumping again. Lagging a bit. With the new chapter for Elder Scrolls Online coming out, I'm not sure yet how much of that I'm going to be live streaming. Because I want to make them into like zone mini quest stories, you know? And I'm not sure if I want to gather the content like I'm doing right now, or if I'll just do that off live streaming and then I'll just publish the recordings. So yeah, I'm gonna start playing Ni no Kuni next week, but depending on what I decide, I might just do it that one week and then play Elder Scrolls Online, the new chapter, Grey Heights, Grey. I completely forgot the name. Dark Heart of Skyrim. And then go back to Ni no Kuni when we're done with that. And this place, yeah, this is a bit more of a dangerous area. I got off the path somehow. I think, yeah, I need to head this way. Right? Yeah. Yeah, so we're restoring the Hollow City with gathering Meridia's light. This place is such a creepy area. It's really fun to venture in here for the first time. I almost wish I hadn't been here once before because it's such a mysterious feeling to come across it and be like, because there's no other like zone, you know, like this in the game that I know of anyway. Font of schemes discovered. So where is the I was looking for the crafting area.
Can I help you?
Oh, I think I'm like almost out of space with my banker. I really should have done some maintenance before my live stream today. I didn't have time. Let's see if I can put anything in.
Hello there.
Yeah, he's right at the... he's way too full. Okay, well, I am right at the thingy. Where is it? Right here. Surprised it wasn't on my map yet. It doesn't seem like it's that far away. Oh. What? Is it not a crafting area? Maybe it's underneath it? Well, this is unfortunate. Let's get this way shrine over here, and then I'll travel back over to the Hollow City, and maybe they'll have, I can use the crafting area over there to break down some of these things. Hajj discovered. I'm not saying that right. Yeah, so we, one of the lights of Meridia is part of the main quest. It's, has to do with getting the king, the Alien King. And then, after we finished up those quests, we, went and did the Library of Dusk quest. So, those two were done. I don't think it's accessible yet. I feel like it might have been right here. Yeah, because the people aren't here yet. At the stable, I can't level up my horse because there's no stable hand to do that for me. Not until we restore the Hollow City. So I'm gonna have to leave. Let's I was gonna say let's go to my house, but what's this? Oh, Orthgar. It's like it's like I've done the Eridon quests. Why does it have that little icon? Yeah, but I do want to level up my mount, so I'm going to a city instead of my house to break down some crafting items, get some space in my inventory. Alright, so the stable's right here.
Welcome, friend.
Hello. Speed. For some reason, I'm always a little freaked out about that girl's smile. I don't know why. It just always freaks me out a little bit. I've never met a friendly high elf. At least not that friendly.
Dragons in your own homeland.
Okay, and this is not my crafter, but I'm going to try to break down as much as I can so that I can get some space. And then I'll pile the rest up with my banker. Where is the anvil over here? Aha! I don't know why they don't make all of them active. Okay. Woodsmithen or the wood one. I think it's right here. What is it? Woodworking. Woodworking for simpletons. Ah. That level 49. Okay, and then I don't want to get rid of my ruins for my enchantments because my other my crafter is trying to level up.
Let's do some business.
Well, that freed up a little bit. Oh, and I have jewelry too. Where?
You call that speed? I've seen dozing Argonians move faster than that.
For some reason, I always forget about jewelry. There we go. Okay. Where'd my banker go? There are so many
Speak
copies
with
of
me
the
a
same
moment.
guy. Alright, let's deposit some of these items. And that's full. Can I stack anything? No. Ah. Poisons I don't really use. I don't need those for this character. That was for stamina. Alright.
How can I help you?
Well, I guess one other thing I could do is I could travel to my house and I could just store a bunch of stuff in a chest because those don't link up to the bank. So I think I'll do that because I don't want to have to worry about space. And then we'll get back over to Coldharbor. Yeah, that picture looks nice, but that's not how my house looks. My house looks pretty barren. It's just, I have items, a little bit of items, but I just haven't gotten around to like decorating that much. And I don't want, I would like to do it, so, I mean, you can have people come in and do it for you, but, alright. Hey guys. Let's see. Which one is it? I have one that I always put a bunch of stuff that I need to break down. Yeah, I think it's this one. No. That's the stuff I want to keep. Let's just put it in here. Go all the way to the top. Can I put these in here? No. Ugh, so annoying. It's out of space. Ah! And that's out of space. Alright, I'm just going to have to remember that I put it in this one. It's not the usual one I would put it in. Ugh, I already have something in the stuff. Oh, Siege. Yeah, I'm going to do some maintenance after the stream. Over the weekend or something. Alright. Oh, relief. Relief. I feel the burden just lifting from me. Okay. Let's go and fast travel back to Coldharbor. And we were checking out it Hajj Way Shrine. I don't know. Yes, that's fine. Now, once I hit level 50, I'll try to remember to put on a special costume to celebrate.
Sometimes the right thing and the wrong thing are the same thing.
Reminder Uxith. Hello.
You have come to Hajj Uxith in its most desperate hour.
Oh, what is this place?
Hajj Uxith is a place out of time. An ancient Argonian settlement, plucked from the Black Marsh and deposited into this dread realm. We know of your mission to Coldharbor, and we would like to help. But unfortunately, my people are divided.
Oh, divided about what?
Divided over the fate of our history. The tradition demands that you pass our trials and prove your worth before I reveal all of our secrets to you, outsider. Please, head down this path to the city. I will follow you.
Okay, I'll go to hell. I'll go to hell. I just am not sure how to say that. Ooh. Wisdom of the Ages. This way? Because I kind of thought I was supposed to go up there. But okay, this way.
I told you, Zohanil. We will not aid the outsider while our factions continue to argue about the fate of our beloved history.
The outsider has come, Anjin Saka, just as the history foretold. Perhaps now we can finally settle our disputes and do what is best for the Hist and for Nirn itself.
We shall see, Treeminder. We shall see.
Are you ready to help us, outsider? Will you undertake the trials?
Well, tell me about these trials.
There are 2 trials, each designed to prove your worth to one of the factions here in Hajj Uxith. The trial of spirit and the trial of body. One shall test your intangible qualities, the other your physical virtues.
Alright, well, what is the trial of spirit?
The trial of spirit is a test to prove your worth to the scholars of Hajj Uxith. It shall challenge your mind and determine your strength of spirit.
Okay, and what is the trial of body?
The trial of body is a test to prove your worth to Anjin Saka and his warrior faction. I'm sure it involves some kind of contest of strength and physical prowess.
Okay. What will these tests determine?
By successfully completing the trials, you shall show your worth and skills to our factions. Then you may participate in the great debate that has fractured our community for so long. Are you ready to undertake these trials?
I guess. So I guess they're asking for my help, but just maybe I didn't hear that. I'm ready to undertake the trials.
Do you wish to start the trial of spirit?
Sure, yeah. I'll begin with the trial of spirit.
This trial determines if your spirit can understand the spirit of my people. We cherish courage, which helps us face this realm's horrors. Endurance, which allows us to bear its hardships. And preservation, which keeps our traditions alive.
Okay, courage, endurance, and preservation. I understand.
Take these amulets and speak to the people on the South Pyramid. Give each amulet to the person that best represents its spiritual quality. For each correct match, you will receive a gem.
And what are the gems for?
3 statues at the top of the pyramid represent the challenges our values must contend with. Place the gems in the correct statues to symbolize overcoming these challenges. Then meet me at the base of the pyramid when you have finished the trial.
Okay. Sure. Sounds easy, right? I wonder how they got down here. Another, kidnapping from Molag Bal, I guess. I was just wondering, I wonder if they have a crafting area. It's like, did I really have to do all of that and they have a crafting area? But I didn't see one though. Ooh, what's this? The values of Hajj. The values of Hajj. We, the scholars of Hajj, value the spiritual attributes above all others: courage, endurance, preservation. While these values hold a special place in the hearts of all of our people, it is the scholars who truly understand how these attributes help our society not only to survive, but to thrive in these strange lands. Courage allows us to deal with those who may not always agree with our point of view, and to face the unknown. This dark land constantly presents strange challenges and new obstacles, but we must not cower before these. We meet them head on and deal with them as bravely and as boldly as we can. Endurance allows us to withstand the hardships and difficulties of this harsh, barren land. It takes patience and skill and a natural hardiness to overcome the constant challenges of this punishing realm. We must bear the brunt of these difficulties and withstand every unexpected storm if we hope to survive. Preservation allows us to remember our past and maintain the civilization that our history has sacrificed so much to safeguard. We look to the words and the deeds of our ancestors to be our guides, and we protect the stories and lessons of the past so that they can continue to teach us and remind us of who and what we are. Interesting. T. Lawe. Hello.
I see the trial of spirit has begun. I am a go-between. I negotiate interactions between my people's two factions, as well as with the other inhabitants of Coldharbor.
Oh, okay.
And which of Zohan Neal's baubles do you think matches my daring nature?
Well, he goes out and, would it take courage, I guess, to go out into the unknown and be the go-between? Or maybe endurance? Let's go check the other ones real quick. Another book. Is this the same? How we came to Coldharbor. Oh boy, okay. In the ancient past, my people lived in Nirn. Our great civilization rose from the warm swamps of Black Marsh, and our beloved history was connected to the other histories of the world. But a time of change was coming. The Argonian civilization, as we knew it, was coming to an end. Our history told us so. And our history despaired. It did not want the great civilization to fall. It did not want to see its children reduced to its more primitive, primal state. Our history sought a solution that would keep our civilization intact. That our legends tell us is when Molag Bal appeared with an offer we couldn't refuse. The Lord of Brutality's offer was simple. He would create a place in his realm of Coldharbor for our history and its children. A place where we could continue our values and traditions just as we had always done. We would not have to fear the coming changes that would sweep through the rest of the Argonian settlements, and all the Daedric Prince asked for, all he wanted in return, was a little of our history's sap. Our beloved history decided that it could spare a bit of sap in exchange for the continued health and happiness of its children. It accepted Molag Bal's offer, and the city of Hajj, along with its people and its hist, slid into oblivion and came to rest upon Coldharbor's dark and dismal shores. Did our hist make the right decision? That's for the leaders of the scholars and the warriors to decide. For me and for most of the common citizens of Hajj, we'd rather have the civilization we know than the unknown fate we were destined to endure before we departed for the isolated islands of Coldharbor. So, this must be endurance. So, this person's book, Ashgar. Okay. I love you, Twilight, but oh my goodness, you get in my face way too often. Okay. So I think the book is here to help. I'm gonna try endurance with this guy.
You must be here for the trial of spirit. Know that I am the Lord Master of Hajj Uxith. I maintain the traditions and customs of my people.
Ex-Heniel provided me with an amulet to give to you.
Of course. And which amulet do you think best matches my venerable nature?
Endurance.
Thank you, but no. That amulet is meant for someone who patiently bears the brunt of this harsh land.
Oh. Okay, let me try again.
Of course. And which amulet do you think best matches my venerable nature?
Then it must be preservation, because I don't think it's courage. Yeah, because he's the lore keeper. He's preserving the lore of their fist. Yeah.
Thank you. My role here is to preserve and pass on the traditions of my people so that each generation never forgets where we came from. Take this gem of preservation. You will need it when you go to the pyramid's upper level.
Okay, thank you. Then I bet this guy is endurance, because he just said going out into the harsh world, and this is what he does.
I see the trial. And which of Zohan'il's baubles do you think matches my daring nature?
Endurance.
Thank you.
No!
That amulet belongs to someone who works through hardships.
All right, then it
And
must be courage.
which of Zohan'il's baubles do you think matches my daring nature? Thank you. I need to be brave and resolute to negotiate not only with my own people, but with the sad and dangerous creatures that roam this twisted plane. Here, take this gem of courage. You will need it when you reach the top of the pyramid.
That's actually the one I was gonna choose to begin with, wasn't it? Just goes to show you should, ooh, thieves trove. You should, I'll take all of that. You should always go with your gut instinct. That's always, worked well with me in the past. Especially when thinking of, like, in school and taking exams. Yes, study, but also when you're doing it, go with your instinct. It's usually right.
Are you here for the trial of spirit? Then know that I am but a humble farmer dealing with whatever this strange land throws at me so that I can provide food for my people.
I have an amulet to give you.
One of Zohan'il's necklaces, I assume. And which one do you think matches my pragmatic outlook on life?
You must be for endurance.
Thank you.
Finally.
I deal with the hardships of coaxing food from this foul land. Without my dedication, who knows what my people would be eating? Please, take this gem of endurance. You'll need it when you go to the top of the pyramid.
Alright. Sorry, I just realized that a setting I usually have on my streamer software is not visible. I don't know that I need it, but it's kind of nice to have. It tells me like if there's issues or dropped frame rates, but I can see some of that in the like the quick info at the bottom of the screen. Well, let's head up and place the gems. They're making... Okay, this is Statue of the Unknown, so that would be courage, right? I guess that's right. It's starting to glow. Statue of Time. Preservation? Life. Endurance? I wonder what would happen if you, like, put the wrong one in. I should have tried that out. It'd probably just be like, oh, sorry, no, that doesn't, it doesn't fit, or something like that. Ooh, is that a lore book? Chaotic Creata the Azure Plaza. Yes, it is. Alright. Sorry, if you wanted to read that, you would have to pause as I go through. There's just too much to read to be able to get anything done. I did it.
The outsider returns. And was your trial of spirit successful?
Well, finally, yes. I successfully completed the trial of spirit.
Good. That means you understand the spirit of my people.
Yeah. What should I do next?
You must still complete the trial of body. Speak to Anjin Saka when you are ready to begin.
Okay. Will you answer some questions now?
You have proven yourself, as I knew you would. I shall answer what I can.
Okay. How did your people wind up in Coldharbor? I mean, we read that info, but what does she have to say?
The time of the great Argonian civilization was coming to an end, and our history feared what that would mean for its children. When Molag Bal offered a different solution, the history gladly accepted.
So she must be... So, like, the Argonians are actually, like, one of the oldest races on Nirn. And I'm not really good at the history of Nirn, but I know that, like, they were invaded by the Aliad, or I think one of the kinds of elves, and pretty much turned them into slaves for a while before they were able to free themselves. So this must be a clan from, like, the time before, like a really, really old clan. It's kind of interesting. I wonder, I mean, they seem like they're kind of the same Argonians that you could see, like, now. I kind of wish they'd added something more primal about them. You know, something that got lost because of that time their people were enslaved. And what does Molag Bal get out of the deal?
We allow Molag Bal's minions to draw sap from the Hist tree. The only thing sustaining the Hist in this foul land is the crystal that Molag Bal gave us. But over time, the crystal has poisoned the Hist. It is dying.
Well, yeah. Molag Bal is not one to be trusted. I wonder why he even made a deal with these guys in the first place. Tell me more about the history.
Our Hist cares for us, protects us. To preserve our culture, our history struck a bargain with Molag Bal. Now the crystal provided by the Lord of Brutality somehow keeps the Hist alive. But it cannot fully heal the poison in this soil.
And what is this crystal?
We believe that the crystal is one of Molag Bal's vampiric shards. Foul relics that corrupt whatever they come in contact with. The crystal only prolongs the suffering of the Hist. No matter the cost, that suffering needs to end.
Well, you mentioned helping settle a debate.
Yes, provided you prove yourself worthy to both sides. Our two factions argue over the ultimate fate of the Hist tree. Which is the better outcome? Eternal death or eternal suffering? And then, of course, there is your mission to this dread realm.
What do you know of my mission?
We know that you have come to this realm with the Fighters Guild and the Mages Guild. We know that you seek to stop the plane meld that Molag Bal has orchestrated. We want to help you, but we can't while our people disagree.
Can't you tell... Can't the Hist tell you what it wants?
If only it were that simple. Our Hist is weak, barely sustained by the crystal that feeds it. It hasn't spoken to us in a long, long time. But I have had dreams. They revealed your imminent arrival and hinted at your involvement in our debate.
Oh. Didn't I ask this already? How did your people wind up in Coldharbor?
The time of the great Argonian civilization was coming to an end, and our history feared what that would mean for its children. When Molag Bal offered a different solution, the history gladly accepted.
And what does Molag Bal get out of the deal?
We allow Molag Bal's minions to draw sap from the Hist tree. The only thing sustaining the Hist in this foul land is the crystal that Molag Bal gave us.
I'm pretty sure.
But over time, the crystal has poisoned the Hist. It is dying.
You mentioned helping settle a debate. I already asked that.
Provided you
What
prove
do you
yourself
mean by
worthy to
ultimate
both
fate?
sides. The scholars, of which I am a part, believe that eternal death is better than the eternal suffering our Hist now endures. The warriors, led by Anjin Saka, feel quite the opposite. existence, they feel. Any existence is better than oblivion.
Well, you guys are kind of in oblivion already. Alright. So this must be the fighting one or whatever, the other
You have
trial of body.
completed the trial of spirit. Are you ready to undertake the trial of body now?
Yes, I am ready to begin the trial of body.
Know that our arrangement with Molag Bal prohibits us from interfering with the Dremora who collect sap from the Hist. You, however, are under no such obligation.
Body.
It has everything to do with the trial. It is the trial. Beneath the North Pyramid, Dremora gather sap from the Hist into great vats. They use treated wood to heat the sap and refine it, drawing forth its magical essence.
I wonder what they do with it. And what do you want me to do?
Demonstrate your strength and physical prowess. Destroy the vats and disrupt their operations. If you add more treated wood to the fires, the sap will burn, and the vats will melt in the intense heat. Complete this task, and then return to me.
Okay. So it's down below. Well, that's their tree. But the way to get down below is over here. And the Dremora are not going to attack me, right? You guys told them I'd be stopping by and not to attack me. Oh, I go above. And then we go down. At the North Pyramid. Hey, everybody. Don't mind me, I'm just, collecting something. I have, permission to do this. No worries. Oh, I am gonna have to fight my way through. Oh, and I wanted to take an experience girl. I completely forgot. Well, there's still time. Let's have some Buddy Mara. Alright. That'll help me level up quicker. Overheat the sap vats. So they must not like the Daedra to begin with. Come on, guys, join the party. Well, that was fun. Yeah, I've said this before, but I really like this character, this tune more than the other one I had played when I went through this main quest. The Nightblade, Stamina Nightblade, basically. Seemed like she died way too early. Come to find out, the character I had created was supposed to be way better at PvP, not versus the environment, you know? I don't know. I don't really care for PvP too much. I don't know. I've been thinking I might check Battlegrounds sometime. Because when I used to play Neverwinter, I really enjoyed playing their PvP game that was like Capture the Flag. And I think Battlegrounds is like that. Okay, there it is. Let's see. What? Didn't I already do this one? Am I just having to do them over and over again because... Oh, okay. That was the last one. Alright. Just have to exit the facility, and I was hoping for some fireworks there, though. They said, they said overheat it, and I was like, ooh, we're gonna make something explode. No. At least it doesn't appear that way. Unless we see something when we get out here. It is done.
The outsider has returned.
Yep, I overheated the sap vault and completed the trial labadi.
Well done, outsider. That should give the Hist time to heal while the Dremora rebuild the refining vats.
What does Molag Bal do with the Hist sap?
Nothing good, that's for sure. He covets the magical essence of the Hist sap and refines it into potions and elixirs, whose purpose we can only guess at. It's a perversion, but it is one we must endure.
Well, he probably uses it for bad things that harm people, so... Well, I've completed both trials.
Then the time has come to choose. Do you agree that life, no matter the hardships, is sacred? Or do you side with the scholars, who would rather end the suffering and let our history die?
What happens if I agree to support the warriors?
If you settle the debate in the warriors' favor, then the history continues to live, and our civilization shall endure, just as it always has in this harsh land. Plus, my warriors shall stand at your side in your final battle against Molag Bal.
Remind me what the warriors believe.
The warriors believe that the history must survive, no matter the torments it is forced to suffer. The crystal must continue to sustain it, to keep the spark of life flickering despite the endless pain. Life is precious. The Hist must endure.
Well, I should talk to Zanakil before I make my decision.
If you must, I shall wait here for your return.
Okay. Well, he's right here.
You have completed our trials, outsider. Now we ask you to settle our long debate. Will you side with the scholars, or with the warriors.
Remind me what the warriors believe.
The scholars believe that the history cannot continue as Molag Bal's slave. It withers away, but the crystal will not let it die. This cruel existence, this terrible suffering, it must come to an end. Oblivion is preferable to eternal torment.
Okay, so the last time I went through here, I sided with the scholars because I think the history is suffering. It hasn't been able to say anything in a long time, but I think that I mean, this isn't good for it to be alive like this forever. And I'm kind of interested to see what happens if I choose the warriors, but I want to play a character that I would play like myself. So I'm going to choose the scholars.
You have completed our trials, outsider. The scholars believe that
I agree with the scholars. The history should be allowed to die.
It withers away. This outcome, while sad, is for the best. We shall give you a boon to help you in your struggle. Without the vampiric shard, the hist will pass on naturally. But first, you need to convince Anjin Saka to accept your decision.
Alright. I have chosen...
Have you made a decision, outsider?
Yes, I agree with the scholars. The history's suffering must end.
I see, but our traditions allow a choice, any choice, to be challenged. You must defend your decision by defeating our champion in combat. If you cannot uphold your conviction through battle, then how can you expect us to honor your decision?
Okay, I mean, I could intimidate, and then it would be a lot quicker. I could say, if that's what I need to do to convince you, I accept your challenge. Or I could say, I changed my mind. I agree with the warriors, and that the history must live. That's nice, you could change your mind if you want. Or I could intimidate and say, I'll fight as many warriors as you want to throw at me, but my decision stands. I'll say that.
Your conviction and certainty do you proud. Very well. The warriors will accept your decision.
So I don't have to fight anybody. Okay, let's go destroy this vampiric shard. Poor history. I do think it's been suffering. Well, that was easy. I thought I'd have to fight through some hordes of Dremora and Daedra again. Where? What? Did she come over to watch me? Yeah, I guess she did. I didn't see you. Oh, you were the person. I just thought you were somebody else because you were just over there. Magically, you got here ahead of me.
The cursed shard has been destroyed. Currents of happiness and grief flow through the river this day.
Your long debate has been decided.
Thank you, outsider. Because of you, the history's eternal suffering and enslavement shall finally come to an end. We shall mourn the hist, but we shall also find solace now that its pain and torment is over. When you need us, we shall be there.
Oh, thanks. Oh, I'm so close to level 50. Anything else? No. So we got armor. His bark hide. It adds health, reduces the cost of block. Part of this Daigen test set. Adds spell damage, max stamina, max magicka. While you are sneaking or invisible, your damage done with magicka abilities is increased by 20%. The Argonians of Hajj gave you this chess piece for helping decide the fate of their embattled history. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Alright. Okay. Well, we're... Oh, was the vampiric shard a... No? It wasn't a light of Meridia. I'm confused now. There should have been one over here somewhere. Let me double check online real quick. Maybe it's like in a building over here and I just didn't see it. When we were over at the Library of Dusk, it's like at the very top of the library that you go to at the end, and if you're careful, you miss it and you jump off the side, and if you miss it, you have to go through the whole thing again. So I'm glad I did not miss it. It says found at the conclusion of Wisdom of Ages. It's awarded? Did I get it as a reward and I just didn't see? It would be under my quest items, I think. Okay. I'm a little weary that I didn't see it. I'm not even sure where they're being kept right now. Alright. Well, I'm gonna check to see if, you know, there's no other quest here for that. I'm going to, assume that I just got it, even though I don't remember seeing it, because you're supposed to get it here as a reward. I bet it was, and I just didn't see it. Alright, well... my stream is poor right now for some reason. Probably because I have a website open. Okay, so that was this one down here. Let's go to the Vial Laboratory next. This should be like right here. We can fast travel to this way shrine. Ah, it's right here. How convenient. YouTube is saying that it's having a poor stream right now. Like, it's not having enough, it's having trouble buffering, and I hope that's not the case. Sometimes it decides to freak out on me, and, after the fact, I go and watch it, and it's like, wait a sec, I don't notice any problem here. It does look a little fuzzy, though, but I'm hoping that will clear up because I opened a web page and yeah, and well, then it dropped down. My streaming software was having a hard time there for a minute. I think I need to cross this way. I hate you, Coonfurs! I hate you! Okay, so I'm going to get over to where I need to be going, and then I'll take a little bit of a break, and we'll see if the streaming catches up with it. Vile laboratory. I've arrived. Alright. Yeah, I'll just go and park myself in this little corner right here. Nobody can see me. I'll sneak even. Alright. So I'll be right back.
handle this, sir. You can come out and see in a moment. So, someone has come to help us at last. We're out here in the middle of Coldharbor, and that's the best question you can come up with? I am most definitely not talking to myself. I am speaking to the alchemist. Be quiet, you mangy cat. I can't hear myself think with all that racket. Patience, sir. I'll explain everything. I am with the Mages Guild. We stepped through the portal and wound up in this vile laboratory. Daedra experimented on us. They merged our two souls. Now we're wasting away as this soul meld kills us.
To see out of Khajiit's eyes again. He's being caged in that dark place. Yes, this one is pretty famous. Perhaps you have heard of, sir. But, sir, I must tell you, this soul meld is killing us. Will you help us? Will you unmeld our souls? Unmeld is so to a word. Pardon. The dwarven device that caused this is inside the laboratory. But Robo blocks the way. Collect Zar's notes and a bottle of pearl tincture. With those, this one can make a potion that will get you past the rubble. Questions are good. Ask and ask again. That is the systematic method of experimentation. Remember that you must know the rules before you can successfully break them. Their specialty is transmutation. Change one thing into another. So, not too difficult to change you from large to small. Then you can slip past the obstacles that block the entrance. Zer never said it would be easy, Dark Elf. Mind your tongue. Unfortunately, no. The soul meld weakens us, and we must conserve our strength. With the recipe and the ingredients, this one can make a transmutation potion and exert almost no energy whatsoever. A much better approach at this time, yes? Oh yes, we came to defeat the evil Molag Bal. Or was it Menemarco? There forgets. So many bad things start with the letter M. But something went wrong and Godress, and this one ended up here. That's when the Daedra melded our souls.
You have no idea what it feels like to have a Khajiit scratching around inside your head. I know you said you were sorry, but the question has been asked. One of us is disorganized and enjoys experimenting with dwarf machinery. The resulting explosion reduced the entryway to a pile of rubble and sent our supplies in all directions.
Well, I suppose that's a good thing that I'm planning on making zone stories for each of these. So since you guys missed my commentary on the first part of this, sorry, I'll be coming out with like a more compact story about it later on, like within the next few weeks probably. Ugh, that I wish they had some sort of setup in here that alerted you if you're muted, because most people don't mute themselves when they're doing a live stream unless you know they need to cough or something, you know. So you'll be all right here.
Safe enough. We'll make our way to the entryway. We can manage a simple illusion to mask our presence. I wish we weren't so weak, however. I never realized.
Never realized what?
I never realized how my ability to perform magic defined me. Now that I cannot do the things that once came so easily to me, I almost don't know who I am. Having a talking cat inside my head doesn't help much either.
And what happened to the other mages? Yeah, he didn't come by himself through here.
A few of us arrived together, but only the alchemist and I survived the experiments. Zer's explosion had one desirable side effect. It destroyed our Remora captors. We have information vital to the Mages Guild, should we escape this predicament.
Okay. Alright. Yeah, so I had mentioned earlier, when I was muted, that, they said that they came through the portal to defeat Molag Bal or Manny Marco. Manny Marco is gone, as far as we know, although he was captured and put here somewhere. But that was part of our group. He is one of the missing Mages Guilds that came through with us. You guys are leveling up, aren't you? I think that this is like supposed to be a really good area to fight mobs. Just like you run around and they all kind of rematerialize pretty quickly.
Psst, over here.
Oh, hello.
This one used an... Sir has found you. This one is so happy now.
What are you doing here?
Sir thought this was where he left the tincture, so I came to investigate. Don't tell Godress that Sir was here. A simple illusion spell protected me. But Godress gets worried. Me? I like to explore.
It must be strange sharing your body with someone else.
This one has always enjoyed trying new and different things. But this situation, it is very strange, very awkward. Is that thought me, sir? Or me, Godress? This one can never be certain where his thoughts end, and Godress's begin. Very confusing, yes?
Yes. Ooh, is that a lore book? A life of strife and struggle. Ooh, King of the Aliens. I'll go through slowly if you would like to read. It looks like it's just like a list of different books and 10 chapters. Alright, let's get this pearl tincture. Alright. Hey, I'm trying to level up too, you know. Okay. Another one is right over here. Transmutation of living creatures. Transmutation of living creatures. The use of a pearl tincture created from the inherent essence of this rare gem can stabilize a transmutation potion. It is a crucial component for potions meant to modify living flesh for any period of time. Pearl tinctures can be created in a number of ways. The purest essences take time and patience, not unlike the creation of a pearl from a grain of sand. Note, pounding a pearl with a fist-sized rock is not efficacious. I like the word efficacious. Godress uses it often, and it has stuck with me. Efficacious. Treating a pearl with an acidic substance produces a sort of goo. The dried goo can be finely ground and dissolved into a liquid. Yes, this may work. I'll have a tincture in no time. Interesting. Man, I finished that just in the nick of time. Alright. Then we have the last one right over here. Okay. Transmutation potion recipe. 11 drops of the tincture. No. 7 drops. No more, no less. Do not oversaturate the paste with tincture. I need more ground pearl powder. Gedris had some. I need to borrow it. It's for a good cause, but I wish he did not get so cross. Always going on about not wasting time or ingredients. His middle name must be Tightwad. Odd that Scathe Craw dust had the effect it did, but her wing is just distracting. But this finding it very useful indeed. Never knew the dried leaves made such a fine powder. Hadn't intended for the leaves to dry out, though. Just another of those useful accidents that make me a brilliant alchemist. Scathecraw hard to come by here. Possible substitute need to be investigated. Dried mort flesh is not a good substitute. Down a bit. Dried mort flesh is not a good substitute. Pity. Lots of that around here. Poor deformed creatures. I would feel more pity for them if they weren't trying to kill us. So, 7 drops of pearl tincture, 3 precise pinches of dried Scathecraw, 1 dram of purified water, dried blood. You never know when you might need a potion to make you small. Okay. Okay, I think the volume was right about there. Alright, let's find the entrance. So they were doing experiments in here. The Vile Laboratory, many telmeric structures in Coldharbor appeared to have been stolen directly from Nirn. But the Daedra, though not creative, are great imitators, so some locations.
Zar told you our friend would find us, Gadris. You worried too much. Gadris is upset because we had to hide behind some rocks. Undignified, he said. Well, Zar says that being eaten by a deformed creature is even more undignified.
Yeah, well, I have the things you asked for.
Quiet, Gadris. This one knows what he's doing. This is most fragrant work, my friend. Most fragrant. Zar shall draft the potion immediately. It should make you slightly smaller. Certainly small enough to squeeze through the rubble.
How long will I remain small?
Long enough to slip into the laboratory. A few minutes, give or take. Now, let Zar think. Was it 6 or 7 drops of tincture?
I hope you know what you're doing.
Zar thinks he saw some dried Scathecraw over here. Ah, yes, here it is. Ah, Zar's finest potion yet. You will drink it now, yes?
Sure. I'm sure it's delicious.
This grows more taxing by the hour. Here is the potion. I hope Zer didn't cut any corners, but knowing him, It probably tastes terrible.
So this is the potion that will make me small.
Yes, sir. I'll be sure to mention it. I'm not a mixer of potions, and I don't want to debate the merits of alchemy with Zur again. But the cat knows what he's doing. Inside, look for my notebook. It lists what you need to craft the antipodal rods.
The antipodal what?
Rods that will reverse the soul meld. Just find the components and craft the rods. We will try to recuperate and regain enough strength to teleport ourselves inside. If you have questions, please ask them before you drink the potion.
Okay, tell me what I need to do once I get inside.
Find the metallurgy workshop. My notebook should be there, placed neatly on a workbench. It contains a list of what you need to create the antipodal rods. Gather the items and craft the rods.
Okay. So you want me to forge something?
It shouldn't be a problem. The laboratory has a forge. Just follow the directions and apply the proper catalyst. The rods should be able to withstand the reversal process. After you forge the rods, meet me by the Overseer's atelier.
Okay. I'm not sure I understand these antipodal rods.
Oh, very well. Zur reminds me that time is short, so I will try to be brief. The rods form two opposing forces that should create a negative energy vortex. In theory, the vortex will unlink the strands that bind our souls and set us free.
Oh, well, let's hope that theory proves to be correct. I'll drink that potion now.
The potion will work, you'll see. And know that I am grateful for your help. We both are.
Yeah, I can only imagine. Ooh. I'm a cute little monkey. Look at me. Aw. Alright, let's do this. How do I... Where do I go? Aha. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I want to stay a monkey forever. It's so cute. Look at my little tail. Maybe I should create a Khajiit. Jumping is fun. Do I need... Woo! Can I loot stuff? No, I cannot. Yeah, I think I'm avoiding fiery areas, and like this might have been poison, that green stuff over there. I want to stay a monkey. Aw, man, I'm back in my lame form again. Oh my god. Alright, so I need to go and get this book over here. The Notebook of Mage Gadris. I know Malachite would not have the conductivity required for this process. We pursued yet another futile path, but Zur was insistent. We will keep at it. I do wish Zur would take the time to organize and collect his notes, though. Through the process of elimination and trial error, trial on my part, error when Zur is in control, I think we finally made a breakthrough. I believe that the following items will result in antipodal rods that can conduct the currents of magicka required to reverse the soul meld while also withstanding the forces of the negative vortex. Didn't they become soul melds when they caused the explosion that blocked them out of the laboratory? I was like, he said that it's nice, this book is nice and neat on the table in there. I was like, but that's not your lab. You were being held captive. we need ebony ore, crystalline essence matrix. The silicate structure of this gem will be incorporated to disperse the negative energy. Refined void salts. Do not, under any circumstances, use the unrefined salts. These base components require an alchemical catalyst to properly merge their properties when superheated within a forge. I will do further research as to a suitable catalyst, and I will pray to my ancestors and the tribunal that it is something that we can find within this vile laboratory. Alright. Okay, so refined void salts. Let's go get that first. Alright, and now ebony ore. Held within some kind of liquid. Interesting. And that just leaves the crystalline essence matrix. Ooh. Oh! There's a, whatchamacallit over there. One of those dwarven centurions. Alright. Now we just need to read what we're supposed to do, I guess.
Congress's teleport spell worked. This one is here. Be careful, friend. The dwarven constructs have weakened.
You said you were too weak to come here.
The hate standing in the green goo. No amount of licking gets it out of one's fur.
You made it inside.
Godress worries so much. He wanted to make sure you found the catalyst.
Ah.
The catalyst makes the rod strong enough to withstand both magicka and machinery. Two things this one likes very much.
The catalyst?
The basic ingredients can be melted, but without a catalyst to imbue them with strength and elemental, alchemy is not boring, Godress. Ah, very well. Godress wrote about a proper catalyst for the antipodal rods. He wants you to read his notes.
I think I already read those, unless that's what I'm supposed to go read now. That I was going to do anyway. How were you and Gadrus able to work in here?
After the soul meld, the Overseer ignored us.
Oh.
The dwarven constructs were inactive, so we were able to work here in relative peace. Yes, Godress. Everything was fine until Zur exploded something. The Dark Elf sure knows how to hold a grudge.
What did you explode?
Many things. The last one was pretty spectacular. It was an accident, of course. Godress was so mad because we were forced outside, but it proved his first suggestion for a catalyst didn't work. So, the experiment was successful.
Alright. That's interesting that the Daedra just kind of let him do his own thing here. I despair of ever finding a solution to the catalyst problem. Even Zur's usual unfounded optimism cannot seem to lift my spirits. I have gone over all possible candidates for a catalyst to ignite the process to forge the antipodal rods. The only substance that we might have access to is the corrupted blood of a feral creature. We examined a dead creature, and Zur tried to transform its blood, but his alchemical process was flawed. Our Daedric captors, however, apparently had more success in this area. Samples of corrupted blood are stored in the experiment chamber, where they are guarded by a monster the Daedra created using that very same blood. Now you comprehend my despair. If I had enough strength to access my full power, I could easily subdue this monster, and we could take as many vials of corrupted blood as we could carry. As it is, we barely have the energy to cast simple illusions, and even these fail more often than not. There is no way we could survive an encounter with the Chamber's guardian. Zur firmly holds to the hope that someone will find us, but I suspect that our Mages Guild companions are busy dealing with their own problems. I fear this mission has already ended in failure, and that we are doomed to succumb to the soul meld. But I shall not dash Zur's hope, as disorganized as he can be. I find some small comfort in his blind faith. That's interesting because we're trying to stop the plane meld, and they have a soul meld issue. I'm gonna take some pictures while I have a chance. Don't attack me, I just take pictures. I just kind of really wanted to get that one because it looks kind of cool. Alright. So do I have to get through this Centurion? No. But I'd probably get some good experience points for that. I bet I have to go through him later, because he's blocking a door. I don't quite remember, but I feel like I mean, there is a way to go over there, so I'm pretty sure you have to go that way later. The boss oh, there he is. It's gonna be like, somebody already came through here. That's interesting, his body is still right here. Yeah. Yeah. You know, it's weird. I don't know if there's something wrong with my PS4 controller, because sometimes I'll push the button and I'll be aiming, but it won't actually, ooh, that was loud. Sometimes I'll be pushing the button to just kind of hard attack him with my staff, and it won't go for some reason, and I'm like highlighted over him. Ooh, there's somebody down here, I think. Yeah. Well, that was cool. She's a warden, I believe. I have another warden character, but I haven't actually used her much in the live stream or anything. They're pretty cool. They make good healers also, but are good at damaging too. Did I backtracked. I didn't need to come through here. I went backwards. I hope he didn't respawn yet. How did I miss that? Ah! Well, I got more experience that way. Alright. Melt the components. Man, it's taken forever to level up to 50. Almost there, though. I've got like... Ooh.
Over here! The constructs have moved away from the forge. All this skulking around using up valuable energy on apprentice-level illusions. I grow ever more weary. Even Zer's enthusiasm is ebbing.
Well, I've got the corrupted blood.
I'm afraid to hope too much. But you've made such progress. Perhaps we shall end this torment after all. The constructs have moved off. The forge area is clear, at least for the moment.
What do I need to do at the forge?
Melt the components in the furnace, then craft 2 rods from the mixture. There is an anvil near the furnace. Be careful, though. The mixture can be volatile.
Okay.
The machine that merged us is further on, in the Overseer's atelier. We'll meet there.
Okay. Alright, here we go. Melt the components. And then craft the rods. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so now I have to fight the Dwarven Centurion. You're not so tough. Yay! Alright. Let's go and fix these two from being soul melded. Oh, there's another Centurion. Oh, there's another Centurion. Well, I mean, I want to go that way. Let's just go this way. Oh, there's a blocked path though. Oh well. No, let's bring you both into this. Come on. Really? I'm not level 50 yet? Oh, it's so close. I thoroughly plan on being level 50 by the time this stream is over. I mean, it's so very close. I think after we complete this quest, I'll hit 50. And then it's the slow march up champion points. Hey.
Teleportation was never this difficult before. The spell took so much out of me, I was afraid we would never materialize. But Zer has the key to this room. He acquired it shortly after we'd got here. Were you able to craft the antipodal rods?
I followed your directions. So what will the rods do?
We are so close. You need to use the rods to activate the dwarven device that performed the soul meld. Oh, and the crystal. I'm getting as careless as Zer. Look for a glowing crystal. The Overseer placed it in the machine to power the device.
Okay, place the crystal and insert the rods. I got it. So this will separate the two of you?
Well, in a manner of speaking. Understand that Zer and I do not have two separate bodies to return to. But if this works, The soul meld won't kill the both of us.
So what happens to you?
The magic will separate the intertwined strands of our souls, but only one of us will survive the process.
Oh.
Do not be dismayed. We rejoice at a chance for one of us to survive. Go on ahead. We will meet you inside momentarily.
Let's see if I can ask him any new questions.
Stop shouting, Zer. What? Oh yes, of course. No, you're right. Zer reminds me that you have been most helpful, and we need to rest anyway. So I decided not to cut you off with a snide retort. Please accept my apologies and ask your questions.
So why does having the two souls weaken you so badly?
Based on our own experience, it appears that merging two souls into one vessel causes an internal storm as the souls vie for control. It takes all of our mental fortitude to maintain our individual personalities.
What if we can't reverse the soul meld?
Then nature takes its course. But at least we will have tried to beat this.
Yeah.
At least one of us has a chance to survive.
Yeah.
And know that, however this ends, I am grateful for the aid you have provided us.
So, I think he already said that they don't know which one is going to survive, but which one of you will survive the process?
If the device works the way I expect, then the person operating it will decide which of our souls survives the reversal process, and which is discarded. I guess it will be up to you to choose who lives and who dies.
Why am I always the one who has to make that decision? Ugh, alright. How do I choose which one of you to save?
Well, I could make a strong case as to why I should be the one to survive. My qualifications, my experience, my worth to the Mages Guild. But the truth is, I have grown fond of Zer. My right to survive is no greater than his.
Yeah.
I cannot advise you.
Alright, I will meet you inside. Oh. Zer, can I talk to you?
The Overseer's in there. He put us into this dwarven machine. He's dangerous.
Okay, good to know. I'm sorry it's come to this.
Do not worry. This one is not afraid. The process can be reversed. Our research tells us this. Zer is optimistic. And if I die, then it is just on to another adventure, yes?
Well, if it comes down to my decision, which one of you should I choose?
We're very different. Zer has learned much sharing a dark elf's mind. Few Khajiit experience such a wonder, yes? Godress will do many great things, provided the unmelding works. And so will Zer. But this one would never choose himself over another.
Will the reversal work?
Some theoretical extrapolations are what Godress excels at, and this one's experiments support his research. We believe the device can be forced to unmeld our souls. In any event, we won't survive the soul meld. At the very least, we must try.
Alright, well, anything I need to know about the next room?
What's that? Yes, Zer will pass that along. Now, quiet, please. The Overseer's in there. He put us into this dwarven machine. He's dangerous. Many of the constructs that roam this place are under his control. Godress recommends killing him quickly.
Okay. I think that's probably a good decision. Alright, let's do this. Ooh, I see that shard. That's a light of Meridia. Alright. You too. You must die as well. The light of Meridia! Yay! Alright, so now we just need to,
I wasn't sure the illusion would last long enough to make it across the chamber, but it did.
As the end approaches, this one must admit that he will miss our time together. This one can't believe you crossed this chamber without so much as an illusion to mask your presence. You are so brave. This one, Zer's whiskers were twitching inside the Dark Elf's head.
oh. And I see that the live stream is having issues. Although it says there's excellent connection. Well, I think we'll be finishing pretty soon anyway. What do I do next?
Next comes the exciting part. You test our theory. See those two pillars? One represents Zer, the other Godress. Insert the antipodal rods and turn on the device. If it works, you should be able to separate our melded souls.
But I can only restore one of you?
Yes. As we have explained, one body, one soul. At least one of us will survive to help the Mages Guild. This one knows you will make the right decision.
Alright.
Place the crystal into the machine, then insert an antipodal rod into each pillar to start the unmelding process.
Alright, let's do this. It needs to be done either way. Hey, that's my light of Meridia. I better get that back. I need that. Okay, so there is him. Sorry guys, I'm just... Oh, my tormentor. Drives me crazy sometimes.
Hurry. One of us must be saved.
Who do I choose? I don't want to make a decision. But I guess I've made it because I didn't even realize I was making it. Oh. Well, yeah, that happened.
How strange this feels. To be simply Zer again is lonely.
Are you alright?
Zer is fine. At least, Zer thinks it is true. This one feels strangely empty. This one is Zer again. But, thanks to my time with Godress, this one is also different.
What will you do now?
Zer wants very much to leave this place. Many bad memories. The door is nearby. It will open from this side. Meet us, me, outside. My abilities grow stronger already. This one can create a portal to somewhere safe, once we are outside.
Alright, I'll meet you outside. Oh yeah, I'm coming for you. Okay, and while we are here, I want to take a picture of this also. Yeah, that just looks awesome. I mean, it looks like a face with a mouth. And just, yeah. Alright. Pictures, pictures. I like pictures. I wish Elder Scrolls Online had better pictures. Yeah, we need to head this way. You're blocking the door. I need to go this way. Oh. My encoder had an issue. I'll have to take a look at that when we're done. I'm gonna finish up this quest and then call it. We need to jump down? I think so. Right? Ah! Yes, it appears so. Hazer.
Zer's mind feels empty, silent. I miss Godric already.
Yeah, you mentioned information for the Mages Guild earlier.
During our time together, we determined that the Dwarven device operates on the same principles as Molag Bal's plane man. Zer will honor the Dark Elf's memory and give him credit for this discovery. Thank you again for saving us, my friend.
Oh, interesting.
This one is strong enough to open a portal now. We shall go to this hollow city Zer has heard so much about.
Alright. Awesome!
The portal shall remain open for only a few minutes, my friend.
Alright.
Zer hopes to see you again in the hollow city.
I will take this portal. And we will level up on the other side. So exciting. Man, it took forever to climb that 49th level to get to 50. Level 50 hero. Alright. Let's level up. Veteran dungeons. Yeah. Let's put one into each. I'll leave that alone for now. And since I hit level 50, I will go ahead and go to my collections, to my appearance, to my costumes, and put on my Golden Saint costume. You're actually supposed to get the... Oh, that's right, I'm hiding my helmet. You're actually supposed to get this with when you hit champion points level 20, I believe. Yeah, there we go. It'd look better if I could see my hair though. But still, that is pretty awesome. So yeah, it's a little bit early to put this on because I just hit champion points, but I kind of like this costume and I have almost every right now to wear it. Alright, well that was exciting. Thank you guys for joining me today on this live stream of Coldharbor and trying to do the Lights of Meridia. So I don't think I'm going to do another live stream of Coldharbor, but I will still release all of the footage of the zone stories and the finishing of the main quest in the coming weeks. Stay tuned for that. Tomorrow I have an episode of Skyrim coming out if you'd like to watch that. YouTube or Facebook, my usual areas, sites, channels. Anyway, you guys, have a happy Friday. Have a good weekend. Have a relaxing time. All right, I'll see you next time.